Welcome or welcome back to 25 Days of Design. Today is day 5. Okay, so today we're going to be doing this super cute pink Christmas pajama party flyer. In this flyer, you would be getting the fonts, all the fonts that I used, and you will be getting all the color palettes that I used. These are all the hue numbers. Well, not the hue numbers, the hex codes. You will be able to download this from my Stan store. The link will be in the description. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, this size of this canvas is 1080 by 1080. So this is what I did to make it easier for us so the tutorial won't be super long. I put everything that we are using today all on one canvas, so I can just grab them and place them where they go. I'm going to show you how to get the elements, but I'm just going to grab them from my list when I'm putting them on the flyer, except for the background, because the background is a gradient background. And yeah, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start off with a blank canvas. And then we're going to go over, well, not over, I'm sorry. We're going to go up to the background color. Here, all of these colors are here, my hex codes, because I already used these. So when you're creating your design, you are going to see all of this here. But the first thing I do before I do that, every time I start a design, I go to my uploads and I choose a picture. So this is the picture that I'm using. I created this picture on Midjourney. So the first thing that I did is I scaled that down some and I removed the background, and I'm going to show you. Matter of fact, I need to duplicate this. Okay, so I'm going to remove the background. And you see what happens when I remove the background? Their bows are gone. So there's another tool in Canva. Now you're going to say, why you just didn't do this tool in the first place? There is a reason why. I want to show you every step just in case you go through these things. Okay, so the next step that I did is I went up to edit because I wanted their bows. I think their bows are super cute. And I went over to Magic Grab. So Magic Grab is a really cool tool because it literally goes over and you can click on each thing that you want out of your design. So I'm going to click on each girl. I'm not going to click on the presents because they're so tiny. Like, it takes forever to get these presents, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to go back. Okay, so the girls are out of their background, and I'm going to get rid of it. I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to put them together because I do want some of the gifts. Hover over it and group them together. I don't need this. Oops. Let's ungroup them for now, because I don't need that bottom part. Take that bottom part off. Okay. I hope you guys, excuse me. I hope you guys can see good. I'm using my phone to record today because my screen recorder is acting a butt, and I don't have time for that. Okay. So here is the girls and the background removed. So this is how they look. Okay. So next is the background color. So we start off with this one first. The gradient is FF85cc. This is our first one. So this is how you make a gradient. When you click your first background, then you're going to click inside of the color and click on gradient. Now by default, Canva is going to grab a color for you, trying to help you with your gradient. So click that. And oops, let's go off of there because this is the next color that we want. Click back on there. Click on this and copy. We're going to copy and paste it. Okay, so the next hue number is, let me grab it. Okay, the next one, I keep saying hue. I don't know why I keep saying that. Hex, the next hex code is FFA4D9. That's the next one. Now, the third one is back to our darkest color, which is that one. And you see how our gradient formed? And I use one more. The last one is FF9AD5. Like I said, you're going to get all of these gradient colors. Don't worry about it. But I'm just letting you know as far as the purposes of doing this gradient. So this is how our background is looking. Okay. Now, the next thing that I do is I start working on my background. So all of this is before you put the girls on, or you can put the girls on if that would make it easier for you, which it probably will. So let me go ahead and just put them up there, because we can put everything centered around them, because they are the main focus of our flyer. So let's go ahead and put the girls on. Now everything, all of my elements that you see, I got them all from the elements here. So let's find our balloons. We go to elements, and I typed in pink balloon, see all, and you scroll until you get to the balloons. But for time purposes, short purposes, to save time, basically, I'm just gonna grab what I did. Okay, so here is my balloons, and I'm gonna go up to BG remover. You do need Canva Pro to use the BG remover. So you take your balloons, and we're going to put them in the background. These three dots right here, you click those, and those for your layers. I'm going to move them to the back, but before I do that, I'm going to show you all layers. This is all layers. You can hold down on a layer and move it like that, if that's what you want to do. Or you can go to arrange, and that's the forward, back, no, the front, the forward, the backwards, and the back. You can look at it either way. So let's put them in the back. The balloons, put the balloons in the back. Okay, I don't need those. Matter of fact, I'll make the girls a little bigger and bring them down. Okay, so the way I got the balloon effect where it's a little blurred, I'm not sure if you can see that. What I did was I went to my balloons, and I went to edit. This is after, oh, I need to double them. This is after I removed the background and put them where I wanted them to go. So then I doubled them, go up to edit, and we're gonna go to erase. And I'm gonna, no, I'm sorry, not erase, not erase. Magic grab. I want magic grab for this. And I am not going to do the click method on this, because I only want this balloon here. So I'm going to go to the brush, and I'm going to brush over the balloon that I want. The reason why I didn't want to do the click is because it's going to click these two balloons together, because they're so close, so they think they're a pair, and I didn't want them both. So once you brush over whatever item that you want, then you go to grab. Now that we have their balloon, we're going to click and get rid of the rest of these. We don't need those. I'm going to leave it right there, and I'm going to go back into edit, go to blur, blur the whole page, well, whole image, I'm sorry, and take this over until you get the blurred effect that you want. I hope you guys can see that that's blurred. I'm not really sure if you could tell or not. Okay, you could tell in here. So I just kind of like maneuver the balloon around where I want it to go, double it, and flip it around. This little button right here, this is where you use to flip your images. Why am I doing this blurred effect? It's because it makes the balloons look like they're kind of like flying in your face. It's just a cute graphic that I like how it looks. Okay, so The next thing that we're going to do is do the little back thing in the background that I had, which is this right here. It's a Windows line drop shadow. Gonna grab that, and I'm gonna put that in the back. Turn the transparency down just slightly. And now I'm gonna start placing my, no, I'm sorry. I have to put the blur on the top of the girls. So this is what I do. I grab a square, and then I go up to the colors, and then I'm going to click a hue. This is the hue that I chose, right? So I'm going to remake it. So let's start off with this one. No, not that. This, okay? Because this color really matches my background. So I'm going to start here. And then I'm going to go in the middle. Gradient. Click inside. I keep forgetting to do this. Copy. Go to the next color and paste it. And the way I got my gradients is after I paste the darker color, I just go slightly over to make a lighter color. Then you grab it again and do the same thing. Make it slightly lighter. And then the very last one, on this one, we're going to take the transparency all the way down. Okay? Here are the different styles of your gradient. Right now, it's a style where you can see it's over here. We don't want it like that. We want to press this one right here, this second one. And then we're going to have to flip this around. And you see the numbers here? Canva is helping you turn it the right direction so you will know you have it in place correctly. And then we're going to open it up a little bit. And place it where we want it to go. Okay, so that just cuts off that harsh line that we don't want. Now I'm going to go ahead and start placing the border around. So I'm going to grab the top of the border, and this border is just a box. It's a box that I put the color pink in, and I made it smaller. That's all this is. Okay, I have my border. Now I'm going to, I can delete these. I don't need these anymore. I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to show you how to make this. Don't worry. Where did I have this? I had this at the bottom. Okay, so the way I got this effect here is I went over to this shape here. Press it out and move it to about the color that you want it. I'm sorry, the size that you want it to be. And then we're going to go up and change the color. Let's make it a light pink. And then this right here is a drop shadow. So you go over to elements and you're going to type out drop shadow, but I already have it. Here it is. It's the border shadow horizontal. I'm going to grab it and place it down here. I would take this and make it, put it to the front. And use tab to put it down. Bring it to the front, and it just put a little dramatic effect on it. I would take those, hold down shift, and group them together. Okay. The next thing you do is you're going to grab your text. You're going to click on the T over here, add a header, type out your text, change the colors on your text. So let me type that out. Food, drinks, games, gifts. Go over to the corner, make it smaller. You press this little thing right here to get everything lined up correctly. This is, okay. You click here for your fonts, and this is the font that I use. The color, I believe I used this one. And then I'm going to go up to effects here, and I use the shadow effect for this one. So the way you do the shadow effect, you come down here and you click your color. You don't want it the same color as your text, right? So I'm going to put black, then I'm going to click here in the open space, and I'm going to turn my transparency back up so you can be able to see it. If you want to move the offset, like how it looks, that's how you do it. The direction, you can move the direction, and you can blur it if you want it blurred, okay? But I'm not going to do all of that. I don't want that like that. And that's pretty much it. You make it smaller, make it bigger, whatever size that you need it to be. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add our snowflakes. I went ahead and put everything on here, and we're going to add our snowflakes. The colors here are pink and white and pink, and I just showed you how to use the effects in the back of the letters. That is exactly what I just did again with this. I just changed the colors. So the last thing is you grab your snowflakes and you just place them in different areas of your image just to make it look cute, just to fill something in. And that is it. With the bottom text, it's the same as this text that I showed you. It's the same font, and I just changed the color to white and placed them where I wanted to go. So that is it. That's the end of the tutorial. I hope you learned something today. Please subscribe. I'm a small channel and I'm trying to grow, baby. Okay, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Have a good day. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.